Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect. Today we're jumping back into some more Create Above and Beyond for today's final episode. So I hope you guys are ready. So today is the day, the episode 30, World Download Day. For those of you who are interested in getting the world download, of course, all you got to do is join the Discord at discord.gg/ChosenArchitect. And if you are a premium member or you are a supporter of any tier, that includes over on Twitch, that includes even Patreon, all of that. If you're a supporter of any tier, then you will have access to the World's Downloads channel over on the Discord, in which you'll be able to find this world. So anyways, let's get on with today's video. So I have some plans today. So we did kind of get stuck in our world last episode, but we're back. We got things done. But I want to move this. Now there's two things that we could do. We could either move the entire system, or we can create a linked network, allowing us to transfer this network over to the other dimension. Now that is going to cost a significant amount of power, which is fine. And it's also going to cost us, let's see, a power cell or a power adapter. Let's see. I don't know how much this actually utilizes the energy cells, but I can go ahead and make one, and I might want to make a dense energy cell just to sort of, you know, to use this. Let's see, how expensive is this going to be? But yeah, moving this over, I'm going to work on getting these done. So all I really need is a dense energy cell. I am going to need a quantum link chamber, 2 of them, because I plan on just using the quantum mechanic to get them over there. Luckily, we don't have to do too much, because honestly, this right here is what you put in the link chamber. These right here that we've been producing. So these two are linked together. That's why they're set like they are. And so that'll allow us to get network to network cross-dimensionally. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to work on building a base, so that way we have a nice area to put our system. So let me go ahead and get a few more components. I already have my power and stuff getting ready to situate over there. All the building materials I think we're going to need is just located in the dimension. And then I think the only other thing I'm going to need is a few more drives in here. I think a few more 1K drives will be fine. And that's about it. So I now have everything that I'm going to need crafted up. So let's go ahead and make this bad boy. So the quantum rings, we need 8 per side that is going to be linked. So as you can see, 8 of these equals 16. And then we're also going to need the 2 internal components, which are going to be the quantum link chamber. So this is quantum tunneling. Yes. So this is going to be kind of an interesting setup. I want to put it on the roof in here, directly above the center location. And I want to try and hook this in to this. So we're going to have a dense cable that's going to run off the top here. And then I'm going to go ahead and around this, let's go ahead and place one of these here, but this is going to be broken. We're going to place that there. And the way this is set up is it's just a ring. So it's literally a quantum ring, just like so. But it doesn't form the multi-block, and I hope it can be on its side. It doesn't form its multi-block until we put this in the center. As you can see, that is now hooked. Now it doesn't look like this is directly connected. So I might need to put the dense cable onto the side. There we go. Now, as you can see, it's connected. So inside these link chamber is a slot for this quantum entangled singularity. And since both of these are linked together, as you can see, that's why they don't stack. That's why they didn't stack over here, is because these are entangled. The way you would normally get them is this exact same recipe with the TNT exploding. That's all a part of this mod. So thankfully we didn't have to go through that whole process just to do this. Let's go ahead and set this up. Now that we have this together, I mean, that's all we gotta do is go to the other planet and set up the same ring. Let's go ahead and put this one in here. And then all we have to do is go to the other planet. I'm going to go ahead and make myself a storage right here. I'm gonna make another crafting terminal, and we should be good. Like, just bring a little bit of cable. And then since I'm going to be in that dimension, I'm probably going to take this wireless access point because we won't need it here. I'm going to take the access point, and our controller still should be linked to this network because of how it's set up. So all we'll have to do is just simply put the network key on there. So at this point, I believe we are ready to go to space and ready to link our networks. I'm pretty ecstatic about this. Like, we're gonna have access and be able to build some stuff. I actually want to build like a little, you know, like kind of a HUD base down there. That's gonna be, or up there in the moon. Yeah, up there. I really do. When it comes to space, is it up? Is it down? I guess you don't know. So here we are. We are back. And this is the direction that this bad boy is facing. Now, this stone isn't the easiest stuff to break. And I went ahead and this drill, by the way, this drill came from looting some of these ships and stuff last episode. So I decided to go ahead and charge it on our charger that was, of course, back at our base. I'm going to try my best to mine through this stuff. I mean, even with my other pickaxe, everything, like even if I had efficiency 5, it's still quite the material to break. I don't know if it's because of the gravity or what. But I want to get this somewhat flattened here because this is the area that I want to actually build this on. So just like all of my other setups, I am still utilizing this really, really nice setup here for power. All I got to do is extract to all the sides, including this one. I believe that's all the sides. And then the top is my insert. And of course, that is pulling directly from the overworld there. So that should be nice and filled up, all of our infinite lava in all of its glory. And then, of course, well, I've got to get the power routed up. And that's why I sort of buried it a little bit underground here. Because I plan on having a layer above this. Above everything, above this moon turf. So this is actually going to work out really nice. And right there, perfect. So how exactly do I want to set this up? I think I still want this to be turned on its side. And I think that's going to look really cool, especially once we get this thing in. And so right here, I have my energy cell. And then I think all I need to hook this in is going to be, of course, cables going into this. Like we just need a cable. I'm going to go ahead and just put cables on all sides, but I don't think it, you know what, I'll put a cable on one side for right now. Just until I can kind of figure it out. But this is still going to be a radial setup, just like this. Not that in the middle. Grab that. And by the way, both sides have to be chunk loaded in order for this to work. So keep that in mind. But right here, so all this actually needs is power, because I don't think it carries over the power from the other network. So I place that in, and as you can see, it generated, and all we got to do is link this together by putting that in there, and I believe that's it, and we should be able to access this network. Let's just check. Can I access the network? So I'm not accessing the network at the moment. I wonder what is the reason. So I am hooked into power with the dense energy cell, unless the dense energy cell does not actually accept the power, and I have to use a controller to do that. I could go grab a controller real quick, because there is one just right over here. Yeah, one of these buildings actually have controllers in them. I know, it's crazy, like literally traveling. But a controller doesn't have to necessarily be hooked into the network in order for it to work. I don't know. I don't actually know if that's... I mean, this is supposed to be linked. Let's see. Let's swap this. And we'll place a controller. Power. Is it being red mean that I don't have enough power? I mean, is this cost 1,000? how much power does this thing cost? That controller being red, I don't know what that means. Okay. So I'm glad I brought one of those just in case. But an energy acceptor is what it needed. So I just placed an energy acceptor here below the dense energy cell, and it's working now. Like, it's straight up working. So that's all we needed was, so the energy cells do not directly connect up to the fluid stacks. We do need energy acceptors in order for that to work. Hey, but that means this is now connected. Question though, this does have to be hooked to the glass. This is not the level, by the way. Like I said, I plan on having blocks here. And so can I connect this directly to this part? Oh no, it doesn't connect. So I still need some sort of glass, but still there's, there's the way that I can access this. Oh, that's perfect. And now we have all of our building supplies right here at our fingertips. We can put things in, pull things out. Oh, and we're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. So I almost wonder, I'm building this area up and it's starting to really resemble some of the other areas that seem like they didn't go so well. Like this. I am slowly working on building up a sort of an igloo very similar to this over here. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, are we going to be the next person that is like discovered? The next station that's discovered later on? I'm starting to feel that way. That's kind of unfortunate for my parts. But yeah, I'm starting to get this wrapped up and getting this put together. I want to do some more adventuring though, and I want to discover more things. And plus I need more building blocks. So I went ahead and set my gas charge pad here, but of course I've actually found other areas that have just tons of more oxygen. So I don't know if oxygen is even going to be an issue for us, especially with our tanks that are fully charged up. I do want some lights, and I probably will end up moving my flag, but this is working perfect. And also I still have access to like my crafting recipes. So like all of my like craft stuff I have access to. And of course, if I ever need to go back, I could technically make a crafting monitor that would give me access to see all of my interfaces that's back on Earth. And we could use that to also like put a pattern grid here. And like, if I needed to throw something into my smelter or throw something into my, what is it? The redstone furnace, then I could technically. But let's go off in this direction, because a lot of this stuff I didn't actually pick up. That was looted over here. So as you can see, we have like rocket tanks and stuff, but this right here, like there's so much stuff here. Like it's kind of crazy. This is a block of zinc, a block of lead, blocks of copper, blocks of iron, blocks of steel tiles. Like steel tiles, I believe this is used, yeah, to make tech tables and stuff, to make all kinds of stuff from the deco mod. Oh, I'm actually really liking the deco mod. I need to get, like, if I make a mod pack, let's just say that my next Let's Play, let's just say I make a custom mod pack specifically for it. That's more of a kitchen sink pack, just me throwing together some mods that I really enjoy. Like, that mod has got to go in there, 100%. Like, that's going to be really cool. And plus, with me mentioning that, would you guys be interested in that? Maybe next Let's Play, like me creating a mod pack that is just sort of just some of my favorite mods. Like, would that be a thing you guys would be down for? I don't know. You can let me know down in the comments below. And I'm going to work on one this weekend. I'm going to work on one this weekend and see if I can't put together a nice list of things, of mods that I enjoy, get them all together and make a 1/16 5-pack. And it'll also give me some experience with dabbling in the new methods for which you make a mod pack now. After applying some slight modifications to this area, as you can see, things are starting to come together. I still think I like the color of the cable. I wonder if I was to use dyed cable, would that affect anything other than, no, it should only affect things that are channeled. Like, yeah, we should be able to take this, and for example, there's like lime green here. I don't think lime green, however, Like if I break this, I don't think lime green will connect. Oh, it does connect. Interesting. And then we can apply that, and that changes the color of the screen, by the way. Interesting. I wasn't expecting it to like directly connect to the cable below it, but that actually works perfect. Oh man, if only we could dye the screen to this. I mean, if it doesn't really matter that it's dyed, but these are actual controllers. I'm actually powering these honestly just for the looks. And then these are Futura blocks, which look like the top bit of the controller, but are actually not. Very, very similar, as you can see, but you don't get that connected texture. I wish they connected like this and looked exactly like that, because I really like the way the actual ME controllers look. But so far, this has been such a fun mod pack. Like, seriously, I think there's only one more thing for us to do, and that is to see if we can't link this dimension to the overworld. So let's talk a little bit about this mod that we've actually had access to for quite a while, called the Portality mod. And I believe this should allow us to get back and forth between this dimension and the other one without any hassle other than power, and of course this needing to be chunk loaded, which, by the way, let's go ahead and just make sure that this area is entirely chunk loaded. Now, you may notice this thing right here looks a bit interesting. So what exactly is this? So all this is a portal controller and an interdimensional module. This is the portal frames, by the way. So these are actually really cheap to make. The portal frames is just the rest of it. And then we have the controller, and then the interdimensional one is literally just Eyes of Ender and then your portal frame. So quite easy to make. Like literally requires absolutely like nothing. So I believe the way this works is we need to give the controller power down here. And then we have the portal name, which we can change from this to Moon Base. And so now this is set to Moon Base, and we should be able to call a portal if it was in this list. This is very similar to like RF tools, except for it requires a much bigger sort of space here. So I have to get this to function, you need it to be built just like this. And if you want to know how many blocks out this is, I believe it is, yeah, it's 4 blocks out in a solid, it looks just like this, nice and solid all the way around. So a 5x5, I believe this is, hollowed in the center, leaving a 3x3 space, and then of course it needs to be 4 back. And that will make it. We're going to remake this whole thing again. We're going to remake this in the overworld. I'm going to fly back to the overworld, and then all I should be able to do is build one of these in the overworld, and we should be able to call to this one and be able to teleport here. That's going to be pretty cool. Let's get this done. So let me go ahead and show you how this is going to be built. So the thing we're going to need is the controller, and that is going to go here. Of course, I've got to carry power from over here to just to here, which shouldn't take very long. And then I'm going to put my interdimensional next to it. And then all we got to do is surround this. So just think of it like this. As you can see, it is a 5x5x4. And then this is going to go 5 blocks tall. And it's probably better, like if you have like a builder's wand, you could probably build this a lot quicker with a builder's wand. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in. And just continue out the shape. It's literally that simple. And you'll know it's finished when you see this. So when this changes, you know that it is working, and this is the interdimensional linkage here. I'm going to go ahead and get it powered up, and we're going to set this bad boy up. So now that this bad boy has power, let's call this home. And we'll set that. And then all we have to do, I believe, is call the portal. Now we can also change the color of this portal to make it look like whatever we want. But if we hit call portal, we can hit moon base, and we can go ahead and dial the moon base. And this should literally teleport us to the moon base, in which it did. Oh, that's perfect. So let's grab, what is this called? TYR. Okay. I'm going to grab some of this just to kind of cover the rest of our build. And of course, these are factory blocks. I think I had some more. So yeah, all I got to do is cover this back up, but you've seen that's exactly what it does. And this is set to home. So all I have to do is literally just travel home. And of course, you can cover the outside to make it look like whatever you want. And just like that, we now have a way to get back and forth between the overworld and the moon without needing to use a rocket. How sweet is that? So guys, just to think that all of this started in our tiny little humble abode here, and we've just expanded so much. Like all of our factories leading up to space. I mean, I can't believe this. All of this super rewarding. Every single challenge that we completed. I mean, I've just been happy the entire playthrough. Like this was a pack that I literally wanted to come back to every single day and get a video recorded because I was so excited about the next potential thing or next potential step that I was going to need to take in order to progress through this pack. It has been really fun. Like I was surprised at how well this was put together, but of course it was put together by the same people who made the amazing mod Create in general. What an amazing mod it is. However, this pack, the only downside to it is, of course, overall you do end up with some performance issues as you sort of move through this pack, and everything sort of needs to be chunk loaded and all those things that usually come with things. But of course, yeah, I mean, not normally would I ever do crazy things like this without all of these challenges, but this has been really fun. Like, what a fun, crazy challenge to literally have all of this stuff done. It's been just insane. Like, all of this work. And we finally made it to space. Of course, if I was playing this not for you guys, like not for YouTube, of course, there would probably be some cool things that I would probably end up building in that dimension. But I have to move on to the next thing. And of course, like I mentioned, let me know what you guys think about potentially moving into a custom mod pack that I might put together. It's not going to be anything crazy special. Not anything like the mod pack that I made in the past that was called Biomes. But because that was a very thought out, put together pack. It took me like 3 months to put that thing together of like almost nonstop work. But this would be more like a kitchen sink pack, similar to kind of what Etho put together, I believe. Like Etho has recently started sort of a series of his own, and I was kind of thinking about doing something similar, putting some of my favorite mods together and just kind of going with the flow with it and seeing how it goes. Of course, putting mod packs together, it's not just about putting things and throwing things in and hoping it works. There's still some things that have to be tied together, which I'm going to try and get done during this weekend. But guys, this mod pack has been so much fun. I mean, wow. I mean, literally, we literally started in a hut and now we're standing in space. Like, oh, I love things like this. It's so rewarding. But of course, guys, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And of course, they're going to get thrown into space. And I want to give a huge thanks to Call Me Irio, I think. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on the Discord. And of course, guys, my Discord is an amazing place for you guys to come hang out and definitely feel welcomed. We also have a SMP server. It's absolutely free for anyone to join. Vanilla, and if you don't know what SMP, survival multiplayer, it's just a nice server with some really nice plugins for you guys to have as much fun as absolutely possible. And of course, guys, if you do want to become a premium member, there is the ability to become a premium member over there and support the videos I make and support this content. And of course, keep this content coming. And of course, guys, I appreciate you guys. I will definitely see you in the next Let's Play. And hopefully I'll be able to get that done here soon. And we'll have something else to look forward to. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you did enjoy this series and you watched it all the way through. Be sure to check if you are subscribed, because you may be surprised that you're absolutely not. And then you look at the subscriber count and you're like, wait, Chosen, you're about to hit 500,000 subscribers? That's insane. And I would be like, yeah, you're right. You should click that subscribe button. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Of course, I'll see you in the next Let's Play. And as always, thanks for watching.